House of Oranges live. Frank Rock. Uh, wow. Uh, let's get into this one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming on with me. I know there's a lot of competition on here for football. I know there's a lot of competition for post game, but we're going to try our hat at tonight as well. I hope you'll join in. Make sure you don't even have to like it tonight, and I don't even blame you if you don't. Share this thing out though. I hope you'll get in here and share this with us. So I'm gonna try to get this thing going a little bit. This was kind of impromptu, to be honest with you, but I felt like we can all come have our night with this one as Tennessee goes to Fayetteville. Frank Rock predicts Tennessee 45-13. Tennessee, Frank was kind of close on Arkansas' score. He was off by about 31 on Tennessee, though. As Tennessee loses tonight, 19-14. Any Arkansas fans that find this and want to come in, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come in here and say what you got to say tonight, because I'm sure you've listened to it all week, and it is what it is. I'm going to go as long as I can. If my power goes out, I'm on day 9 with no power. I do have a generator, so I have some power right now. My my laptop is charged up. So hopefully I can make it a little longer than needed to be. But why am I smiling tonight? I have no idea. I have no idea why I'm smiling at this. It's because we always know every year during the Heupel era, there's been this road game where we crapped the bed full. Tonight was it. And I want to be honest with you guys. I want to be honest. I don't have a lot of answers tonight. And it takes me back a lot of good comments on here. And my main question is, what in the hell just happened? What in the hell just happened tonight? And I don't think there's any unit that is that doesn't get criticism tonight. And I know the defense only gave up 19, but man, it was smoke and mirrors to me tonight. But let's put it where it belongs. This offense was horrible tonight. This offense was horrific. It was terrible. We keep saying, oh, this is Nico's coming out game. Oh, Nico's coming out this week. He's not coming out this year. That's what we're seeing right now. We have overrated this guy because one publication rated him the #1 quarterback coming in the nation. And I've questioned numerous times, why was this guy not taking over for Joe Milton last year? It's because we're seeing it now. He wasn't capable of taking over for Joe Milton. That's why we saw it in that bowl game. We tried to put it on, well, that was a makeshift offensive line. No, we don't have the quarterback in place right now. Or is it? I have a lot of questions tonight on here. I got 36 of you. Let's try to get this thing going up. Man, I want to get into this game. I want to get into this market of live market. I know there's a lot of channels that go live. This is the House of Orange's first night getting into this game of it. And you know what? It is what it is. Let's roll with it. If you're going to be a big boy channel, you got to go with it. You just do. And that's where we're going tonight. I'm going to get into some comments here along the way. I hope you guys will comment. We're up to 40. That's pretty good. Pretty good for a first time on here. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not expecting a whole lot. But Papa J pretty much summed it up. Well, that sucked. What a terrible managed game. Why not call the timeout? Oh, my gosh. I've got so much, Reese. I have so much on that one. And I totally agree with you. Makes no sense. Yeah. Squirrel, fielding punts. Yeah. Carlos says, ouch. Justin Fleener, what's up, man? Glad to see you in here. Says, ouch. Yeah, no doubt. Devin Arnold, I cannot agree more. What just happened here? Eric Smith says, apparently we need the coach not to run out of bounds to end the game. Why has this happened twice in 3 years? 4 years now? I guess Nico does not look like the player I hoped he was. Pretty terrible game to watch. I don't have any answers for that. I really don't. What happened 2 weeks off? Yeah, I'm just going to hit some of them. Yeah, I have no words, to be honest. Yeah, Nico got Squirrel and Brew hurt tonight. I don't even think the D played good tonight. I think it was smoke and mirrors. I really do. Lance Hurd had a rough night. Nico pulled a Milton. We lost. Yeah, that roughing the punter call. Just stupid mistakes tonight. Stupid mistakes. South Carolina 22 all over again. The only difference is Arkansas didn't have our game calls tonight. Arkansas, a team that's not that good, just shut us down tonight. Offense was ridiculous. Nico, I've got a lot about him tonight. I got a lot to say about him tonight. Yeah, so many questions, and I have no answers. I literally do not think I have a single answer tonight. Playoffs are not gone. They're not gone yet. But I get where you're coming from on this one. I'm being theoretical on this one. Yeah, I think the playoffs are, and I think we got a lot more questions after tonight. Nico is not ready. Nico is not who we thought he was. Nico is not a 2-year playing guy. Yeah, Arkansas was down to their redshirt freshman quarterback, and they still made it happen. I agree with this one. Arkansas got away with holding all night, but yeah, no excuse. But I totally get it. I totally get it on that. If Halsley is calling the plays, he needs to be relieved of his duties before they get on the plane tonight. I will say that right now. I don't think that's the case, but if Halsley is the one supposedly calling the plays, this team needs to relieve him of his duties before they even get out of that locker room tonight, because his playing calling, if he is the play caller, truly, it sucks. Yeah, they did hold a lot tonight. But you know what? We still didn't make the plays. Nico was the problem. Nico had a horrible night. We had to win this one. I'm trying to get through all the comments. I appreciate you guys that are tuning in tonight. 53 of you. Feel free to share this thing out too, man. Would definitely greatly appreciate this one. Trying to be a little. I'm honestly not that even upset over this. You have these games that happens, and why am I not overreacting? Because it's Tennessee football. It's Tennessee football. It is what it is. I'll tell you what, if Nico was a 4-year college quarterback, one of these guys coming up is going to beat him out before it's over. Because what I saw tonight out of him, that's not a big league quarterback. He had his whole offensive line. I have a whole lot of questions on this offense tonight, and it's not just on quarterback. I can assure you that right now. I'm trying to get through all the quarterback or comments to get caught up. Heupel was undefeated at Tennessee coming off a bye. He'd only lost one game. That was at Central Florida against Memphis in 2020, but tonight was horrible. Let's see here. Yeah. We saw that against Ole Miss a few years ago with Joe Milton. The game's on the line. You have to throw the football, even if it gets interceptions, even if it gets knocked down, what have you. Yeah, I mean, I think there's questions on. I think the offense is going to get too much blame tonight. I don't think the defense did their job tonight either. Yeah, dude, I'm with you, Boosted. I'm pretty hot right now over it. We'll try to keep it as controlled as possible on this one tonight. Man, I've got to start wondering about this. I have got to start wondering about this. At what point does Gaston Moore get a look at this point? Because next week you play Florida. If it's the same crap, but Heupel won't do it. He will not do it. We saw it with Milton last year, but we're maybe seeing why now. Milton was given so much leeway. We spent 2 weeks to prepare for that. We spent 2 weeks. We saw nothing tonight that I don't think was unexpected, yet we were not prepared for it. Man, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm caught up. We're right at 60 of you on here tonight. Again, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you share it out. If you have not subscribed, subscribe already. Check out those membership tiers as well. If you want to support the channel. Been a tough week for old Frank tonight because, or just a tough week in general. I'm on day number 9 with no power. So, we're trying to make do with what we have. If I run out of power, I'm sorry tonight, but trying to make do with what I have right now. But if you want to hit that Patreon $1 a month, if you want to hit that super thanks, you want to hit that super chat, it's always appreciated as well. But yeah, man, I have a lot of questions tonight. Number one, my first question is, did Hendon Hooker make this staff and this offense look better than it actually is? Because I don't think Hendon Hooker was the forgotten guy during Josh Heupel's first year, because you had Joe Milton coming in. Oh, yeah, Joe Milton coming in with all these tools. We have Harrison Bailey, 5-star guy according to some publications, but Hendon Hooker, just this guy comes from Virginia Tech. He was not really recruited by Josh Heupel. He was recruited by Jeremy Pruitt and Jim Chaney. But who ends up being the savior for it? Had it not been for Hendon Hooker, would Josh Heupel's job be on the line this year? Would he be in the same predicament, the same boat as Shane Beamer is right now? Well, we look at it tonight. Last year, they went 9-4 with Joe Milton. I thought that was a pretty good year. I said if that was a down year, that's pretty good. Now, we've got the number 1 recruit, the number 1 quarterback. Oh, yeah, he's ready to play. He's ready to go. He's going to hit the ground running. He's not ready. He's not ready. Either that or our offensive line is not good enough. And I think here it was. He held the ball too long. We saw it in the bowl game last year against Iowa. That was a makeshift offensive line. But where's this guy that scrambles, who gets out of the pocket, who makes plays with his legs? He's not there. It happens occasionally. It happens occasionally that he gets out of the pocket and goes, nah, this is not the guy that I was expecting to see this year. This is not him. I don't know if Josh Heupel has adjusted his offense because he now has a defense. He didn't have that in 2022. They had to be aggressive. They had to do their thing then because they did not have a defense. Now, they have a defense. I don't. What's that medium here? Somebody's got to answer this for me, and I don't know that any of us have that answer to it. But yeah, I'm livid. I'm livid with this game plan tonight. This wide receiver screen, which is terrible. You got Dante Thornton hurt one time because you run that stupid wide receiver screen. Dylan Sampson bailed you out a couple times. I thought the offensive line gave protection enough at times. Are we just running plays that there's nothing quick? I mean, my dad and I, we've talked about this for years. My dad's big on this because he'll always tell me, he's like, I know you get tired of hearing me say this, but quick, quick, quick. Why do we not run quick stuff? Why do we not? Why are we waiting for plays to develop down the field? So I've got like 4 questions tonight on our offense. I've got some defensive questions as well. I thought our linebackers are awful. Awful may be too strong. They made some plays, but man, they had some busts tonight as well. Offensively, Dylan Sampson, he did what he could do. I'm looking to box score right now. Dylan Sampson, 22 for 138. He carried the freaking offense tonight. Nico, 17, 29, 158. He didn't have any touchdowns. He didn't have any interceptions. I mean, receiving-wise, Squirrel, 7 for 138, 5.4 per catch. Kitzelman, 2 for 24. Brazel, 2 for 21. Broof, 2 for 9. 17 catches, 158 yards, 9.3. That's putrid. It's pathetic. It's ridiculous. Are we that kind of offense now? Are we this kind of offense now? We're not trying to get yards? Somebody explain to me what the hell just happened tonight. What in the literal hell just happened tonight? Have coaches figured out this offense? They just play back? Is Joey Halsley calling the plays? Or is Josh Heupel calling them and we're making Halsley take the blame for it? Which one is it, is what I want to know. Which one is it that's the blame? If Halsley is truly the play caller, he needs to be relieved of his duties before he leaves the locker room tonight. If Heupel is involved, then those two need to have a come to Jesus tonight. They need to go home. Maybe they need to go to the locker room and look in the mirror. Because this is unacceptable what just happened tonight. And I know Alabama had it happen today as well against Vanderbilt. Alabama and Tennessee, they probably win 95 or more out of 100 games against these two teams they played today. But today, neither team was good enough to win those football games. And you know what? They both deserve to lose. Tennessee deserved to lose this football game tonight. Frankly, it should have been a whole lot worse than it was. Arkansas did not take advantage of the opportunities they had tonight. Tennessee's defense tonight sucked. We can sit here and look at, they gave up 19 points. No, this was a Tim Banks performance tonight. This was that Tim Banks crap the bed performance that we're used to on the road every year. I don't know at what point it gets better. This is a hot take right now. Keep that in mind. There's going to be a next day tomorrow that I'm going to record. I'm going to come out with. I don't know how I'll feel in the morning after I sleep on this one. I'm not going to feel good. I can assure you of that. But, I'm looking at Bishop, 3 for 19. Bishop and Sampson both averaged 6.3 per carry. Now, I also got to put the blame tonight on Nico. I got to put it on Nico on this because his reads are not good enough. And I know it's his 6th start. He's a redshirt. Nico himself said it this offseason. Oh, I like the road games better. I like the pressure. Blah, blah, blah. John Jay, you're a Florida fan. Why are you even coming in here? But, yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'll highlight this. I have no problem. We deserve every bit of it tonight. We deserve every bit of it. I have no problem putting that on there. John Jay, you're a Florida fan. You're going to find out next week, hopefully. Maybe not, but we'll see. But you're welcome in here, John Jay. Thanks for coming in. Definitely appreciate it. Any Arkansas fans, you're welcome. You're welcome in here tonight. We get all we deserve tonight. Yeah. This is what Tim Banks does against the better offenses. Even a gifted backup quarterback who wasn't passer did not bring enough pressure to stop the run game of Arkansas that beat us late. I thought our linebackers let us down tonight. I know they made some plays, but they also had some busts tonight as well. I think the big thing about this right here, I think coming back to Knoxville next week, I'm curious to see, because this team has honestly not played a big-time home game this year. They played Chattanooga. They played Kent State. That was it. And that crowd they were riled up for Kent State. This is inexcusable tonight, though. But you know what? Alabama's the same way. Us and Alabama both. Nope. I got to give old Booger McFarland. He called it. He said, Tennessee better watch out on the road at Arkansas. I don't know what happens when we play at Arkansas. This happens every time, though. I'm trying to think, when's the last time we beat Arkansas at Arkansas? I think it was Clawson was the quarterback. I may be wrong on that. Yeah, I mean, I will say, yeah, I love Sam Pittman. I'll tell you this right now. If something happens this offseason that Sam Pittman does lose his job, I would send Glenn Ellerby up the road and I would get Sam Pittman in, because Glenn Ellerby, I still got some questions on him. But I've got some questions tonight on Kelsey Pope. Are no wide receivers getting open? Nico, it seemed to me a lot of his throws are to tight ends. So we talk about all this good that Kelsey Pope's doing. Are his wide receiver? Where in the hell are the wide receivers at? Where's this at? Where are the wide receivers tonight? Again, I look at Casey Clausen was not an LSU reject, dude. Come on. You're talking about Rick Clausen, not Casey Clausen. Casey Clausen is who I'm talking about, man. Come on. But I looked at the wide receivers tonight. Thornton, 1 for 42 yards. Now, they had to play to start the game, where Thornton, for right at 15, it got called back because the offensive line dropped the ball on it. Squirrel, 7 for 38. Nico had Squirrel, overthrew him. Brazel, 2 for 21. Nimrod, 2 for 13. Brew, 2 for 9. Where's Mike Matthews at? Yeah, we did. We run 2 wide receiver sets most of the time. Where's this 4 wide receiver set? We need points, yet we're still going 2 wide receivers and a tight end. This offensive game plan tonight was a joke. I'll be honest with you, G. White. I wish we played a 10-game SEC schedule. I really do. That was one thing I loved about the 2020 season. It was big boy football. We're not playing these give-me games like Chattanooga. NC State is awful. We've seen that now. Kent State. I agree with you. 9 games? No, let's go 10. Let's go 10-game SEC. 22 offense worked against NC State. Where's it been since? We haven't seen it. I agree, Papa J. We are not going up tempo. I don't know where it's at. This offense has changed. The hitting the punter was a massive game changer. And every coach at every level failed tonight. There's not a coach on this staff tonight that can go look in the mirror and say, yeah, my my unit did their job tonight. Not a single one. Maybe running backs. That's it. But other than that, Josh Heupel sucked. Joey Halsley, if he's a punt play caller, sucked. Kelsey Pope, his unit sucked. Glenn Ellerby, his unit sucked. Alec Albane, maybe, has a little bit of dignity tonight. Darrell Sims has dignity. His unit tonight went for 174. I think they got a little bit of pride tonight because Dylan Sampson did his job. Defense, Rodney Garner, his unit didn't get it done. William Inge, linebackers, overall sucked. Secondary, Willie Martinez, overall sucked. Tim Banks sucked tonight. Mike Eckler, his special teams units sucked tonight. Every unit tonight freaking sucked. That's where we're going with it. And you know what that resulted in? Tennessee, a 2-touchdown favorite, losing tonight 19-14. And they deserved it. They absolutely deserve to lose. Mirror is probably broken. Yeah, every one of them broke the mirror when they looked into it tonight. Sims, his mirror may have looked back on him favorably. Possibly Abelin looked back on his favorably. Other than that, every one of them looked back on it. They did not get the job done tonight. And, yeah, if you're not going up tempo, you better be running the ball well and more. And this unit, this staff did not get the job done tonight. This offense was terrible tonight. Overall, let's see, I want to see what the overall was. Team stats. I know Arkansas outgained Tennessee tonight. Inexplicable to me. Tennessee did outrush them. Tennessee held them to 134 rushing, which I thought was pretty respectable. 158 to 297 passing. There was absolutely no reason. I really thought if Tennessee could hold Arkansas down pretty well running the football, Arkansas would not have success through there. They did. How many busts did we have with our linebackers? Our corners did not cover well at all tonight. Man, just no turnovers? I really thought we would force some turnovers tonight. Nothing. Arkansas possession, 35 minutes and 20 seconds to Tennessee's 24-40. Tennessee, 10 penalties on offense for 60 yards. That does not even include defensively. That does not include special teams. This is a very undisciplined football team. And, yeah, those timeouts. Where in the hell? Why are we just letting the clock go with 2 timeouts left? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Josh Heupel tonight was poor. He was poor. We jumped the gun on him. Tonight. And I'll tell you what, Josh Heupel, Tim Banks, and this staff, they've got a lot of proven to me at this point. You get out of this season 10-2 after this one. You know, I guess there was people said, you know, maybe they lose at Oklahoma coming in and stuff. But I'll be honest. Here's what I'm seeing right now out of this offense. I've not even looked at the Florida score tonight. Let me pull that one up to see where we're at. Probably should have kept up with that one a little bit more. Yeah, there's a beautiful picture of Arkansas's crowd storming the field tonight. Awesome to see. Good job, Tennessee. Way to make Arkansas's night. Let's look at some scores here. Let's look at looks like Miami's not looking too good tonight either, but that's a moot point. SEC, where's Florida at here? Bama loses. Tennessee loses. Missouri loses. That's 3 top 10s done. Florida beat Central Florida at 24-13. You got to give them credit. Nothing spectacular. They just took care of business. So what kind of offense is Tennessee going to have for Florida next week? Because Florida just tonight played an up-tempo offense. I want to look this box score here. So let's see. Team stats for Central Florida tonight. Let's see here. Passing 12 of 22, 165. Rushing 108. Tennessee's going to have their hands full next week with Florida. And we absolutely saved Sam Pittman's job tonight. Same as we saved Shane Beamer's job 2 years ago, where he would have probably been out last year. But Connor Stallions, I think, saved Shane Beamer's job. But shutout for 3 quarters. Yeah, we scored 14 points in the third quarter and nothing beyond that. That is a bad look tonight. And I feel like we've gone the last 2 years conservative with our offense. Where is this? We saw it with Butch Jones early in his tenure that felt like Butch was more aggressive. The further he got into his tenure, the more conservative he got. It's the same with Josh Heupel now. Is Josh Heupel starting to play not to lose? I didn't foresee this one. I did not foresee this one. And I really felt tonight he played not to lose from the first possession on. The first possession, they got the ball. It was timid. It was very timid. Our wide receivers are not getting open. Man, I just have so many play calls tonight. So many questions. Yeah, at least we were field storm worthy. Jeez. Can't even enjoy the Missouri and Alabama losses because ours was just as bad. Rhonda, I hope this is the case. Sometimes losing will make you better. I mean, I don't want to compare it to baseball because there's so many more games. I mean, the baseball plays over 70 games. But yeah, I see where you're coming from on it. Things that failed tonight. Wide receivers sucked. They did not get open. Nico's got to get out of the pocket. I was expecting this guy who's this playmaker who gets out and goes. No, he's a pocket passer for the most part. Our Russian D, our time management, good God, our time management was horrific tonight, especially at the end of the game. 2 timeouts, and we take it down to 17 seconds. We put our offense in a predicament. Jeez. Yep. Run the ball. Could not stop it. Man. Slow calling play. What has happened to our offense? What has happened to that offense that we loved and we knew? We can sit here and blame it on all we want, but they've changed. They have changed. I don't think it's a coincidence that this offense changed once Alex Golesh went to South Florida. If Joey Halsley, again, if he's the one in control of this, if he's the play caller, if he's the tempo caller and all this, it's time to get him out. I'm not convinced that it is. I think Josh Heupel has a big hand in this. And wide receivers cannot get open. And here you go. This one. Had to lead. Way too conservative. Penalties all night. Just undisciplined. Just a sorry night, man. Just a sorry night. Inexcusable. There's not a... I would give the running backs on this night a good B. I give Nico an F. I give our offensive line, I'm going to give them a C because I think they gave Nico time. A lot of times. There was times Nico had time and he made poor decisions on it. Nico gets an F tonight. Nico is overrated. He's overrated. I'm calling it on it tonight. I had my questions after last week. Was it, but did the play calling change because of Nico or because of the line? It's pretty obvious tonight why it did. But this is not the offense that we've seen. Now, I know it changes when you play better competition, but I mean, against NC State, there were some questions. I think you had to question some things. Maybe we didn't see it. Man, I just this was a tough one. This was a tough one. And at the end, you have 2 timeouts. You use them. You don't put yourself in an unnecessary predicament when you do not have to. You just do not. And the penalties were bad tonight for sure. From the get-go, from the first offensive play of the night. How many times did we come out of the timeouts tonight and have penalties? Burned 17 seconds at the 32-second mark. Yeah, with this offense, that's 2 plays. I think that one was a linebacker bust. I really do. I get where you're coming from on that one, Reese. I think that was a linebacker bust. That was Arian Carter busted on that one because it was like he seemed like he was going towards it and then he veered back toward the middle. But it was still, I don't know. I don't know why we didn't bring pressure on that one to get the safety. We were like that close to getting the safety and didn't. And then we gave them time to get it. Running backs blocking at times, not great. I don't know what to say tonight, guys. I really don't. But here we are. Here we are. Tennessee is now 4-1 on the season. Inexplicable loss tonight. We were outgained 431 to 332. 23 first downs for Arkansas, 16 for Tennessee. And we can sit here and put it on the offense all night. The defense did not do their job either. There were too many busts. I mean, there is no excuse for that Arkansas team to throw for 297. And the backup threw for 31. I mean, rushing, they let Braylon Russell, which was a guy Tennessee wanted heavily. It came down between Tennessee and Arkansas. 8 for 62. He was a game changer tonight. But Armstrong, 9 catches, 132 yards. Satinga, 5 for 72. That was the 2 guys who burned Tennessee tonight. God. And we let 2. I mean, Danico Slaughter had 8 tackles tonight. 1 pass deflection. We let 2 Tennessee guys, especially Addison Nichols, who couldn't even crack the 2 deep for whatever reason here. Yet this defensive line couldn't do their job. I'm trying to look. Were there any sacks tonight? It's I'm pretty sure we had some at some point. These stats don't tell the story on it. Let's look at the full box score. Because I really felt like we had a sack or 2. ESPN score doesn't tell the story. Let's look at UT Sports here because I feel like we had some sacks tonight. Yeah, that's a pretty good title on UT Sports. Vols come up short. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Yeah, Oklahoma State put up plenty of points on Arkansas. They got hammered by West Virginia tonight. Let's see if UT Sports here. All right, we may have sacks. Nope. Wait, yeah, we had 2 sacks tonight, but we gave up 4 sacks. We gave up 4 sacks against a unit We had 2 sacks. Arkansas had 4 on the night. And just terrible. Just terrible tonight. Just terrible game plan. Uh, I don't know what this conservative game plan is because we have seen with Nico, he can make the throws. But at the same time, where's our slants? Where's this stuff at? I don't know, man. I don't have enough answers for this one. It's Josh Heupel on the road. Josh Heupel, until he figures out how to avoid that road crap in the bed, he's never going to get over that hump. He's going to be that guy that can win you 9, 10, 11 games, and that's where you're going with it. You still got, if you're Tennessee, Florida next week at home, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle because our offense is non-existent. I really have a hard time believing that we've gotten to this point offensively, but we're here. No slants. We don't run slants. Yeah, no slants, nothing in the middle. I saw sometimes there was, but nobody was really open. But Nico didn't give the throw. I felt like you've got to give your wide receivers a chance. And I felt like a couple of times I saw on those replays where they were behind the quarterback, the guy maybe had a yard on his defender, but Nico didn't make the throw. And I'm putting this on coaching tonight. I really am. And I'm going to be hard on Nico. He come in with all his hype. He's number one, according to whichever publication you're looking at. We're expecting, Josh Heupel specifically said with Nico, we're hitting the ground running with him this year. Well, we hit a roadblock tonight, and this was not the team that I anticipated, but it's Fayetteville, it's Arkansas. This Tennessee team, something happens. It's like going to Gainesville. Something happens, and yeah, it's there was no plan B. There's no plan B. They've got to open this offense up. I don't know if we need to incorporate who it is. You know, they get Squirrel White out of returning punts. Get him out of it. How many weeks are we going to keep putting him back here to put us in a bind on punt return? Mike Eckler, he's a rah-rah, I'll go get blood on my head guy. Mike Eckler, if you're making the decisions, get the right guy back returning punts. This is bullshit, what we saw tonight, what we're seeing with Squirrel White returning punts. Get him out of it. If Boo Carter is this, dynamic returner that that he is, give him a chance because Squirrel White ain't it. All right. I don't know what you're disagreeing on here. Our offense sucked tonight. The middle, we didn't try the middle. What Nico had time. What were we doing then if the middle wasn't there? So what was the game plan? What was quick? Were we running bombs? Were we running sideline? What were we running tonight? If nothing was open, you've got to try something. I saw some plays across the middle where the receiver had a yard on his corner. Nico didn't make the throw. I mean, I don't know. We're all probably going to see it differently tonight. I get it. This is just one of those nights. I don't know that any of us have the answers for this one. I don't. And I think there could be a lot of disagreement on this one. And that's fine. We can all agree to disagree on it. Dylan Sampson was the offense tonight. Yeah, it's I don't know. I lost all confidence in this coaching staff tonight, though. And now there will not be another time until they prove me otherwise at this point that I just really praise this coaching staff because I felt like they all let us down tonight. And their game plan was awful. The players were not in the right positions. The players were not making the right decisions. And I don't know. I would say on this one, G. White, that was the difference in Jerry Mack versus Sims with it. And I think, I don't know that Small right, there was really like a true, I think Wright was better than Small. I think Small was better than people give credit for, though, as well. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I just grasping at straws tonight, to be honest with you guys. No Ethan Davis, no Holden Stays. It's all Miles Kitselman. And he's fine. He does fine. He does a good job. But where is, we saw Brazel a little bit tonight. We saw Thornton a little bit. We saw Mike Matthews against Kent State. We've seen nothing. Yeah, that roughened the punter, man. That's huge. It's huge. It's totally in. Mike Eckler, his unit sucked tonight. He's got to put his guys in a better position, and he's got to get us a better punt returner. Squirrel White ain't it. Squirrel White ain't having it this year. It ain't happening. He did some things tonight. Squirrel did when he got the ball 7 for 38. But this offense, I feel like this offense was more wide open with Joe Milton last year than it is with Nico. And I don't know. I'll be honest with you. This is a very dumbfounded stream for me right now because I don't have enough answers. My battery's getting low. I don't have power. Still, I'm on 9 days with no power. So I'm going to wrap up here pretty soon. We've been at about 70 the whole time. That's pretty good for this channel, especially the first football live stream post games. I know there's at least 3 more that have a lot more followers than me going. So I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. It's pretty good. And, this channel, man, all you guys that have joined the channel, all you guys that support it, this thing is not possible without you all. I appreciate your patience this week. It's been a tough week for sure. Tonight just compounded. We put Mountain Strong on the helmets. Yeah, you let Mountain Strong down tonight. I'm part of Mountain Strong tonight. You let me down tonight, Tennessee. So take that freaking sticker off your helmets because you don't deserve to wear it anymore. Your asses has not been up here, Mountain Strong, this week. You put it on your helmets and you don't play like you're Mountain Strong now. So take it off your helmets, take it off your jerseys this week. Don't wear it again until you show some pride tonight. I'm wrapping up on that one. Thank you guys for your feedback. Yeah, I'm livid with this loss tonight, but I'm going to wrap up before I go any further. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for your patience. Frank Rock, this is the House of Orange Sports channel. We had 70 on here tonight. That's pretty freaking good, and I'm proud of that one. I'm more proud of what we brought on this channel tonight than I am of our football team who supposedly represented Mountain Strong tonight, but they let us down. They're not Mountain Strong. Frank Rock, House of Orange Sports channel. Last but most certainly not least, just have a great night.